Here we go. Get this turn going. Emeria Shepherd, Bloodstained Mire, getting back Mana Crypt. Crack the thing. Solemn Simulacrum, to the battlefield. Get a land with Solemn Simulacrum. Today on Commander Replay, we take another look at Firja, Judge of Valor, and do some absolutely wild stuff with Emeria Shepherd. Next on Commander Replay. Hey guys, next time you purchase cards, if you want to support me and my LGS, be sure to check out mothershipaTX.com and use the promo code REPLAY to save 15% on your next order. And if you can't find what you're looking for, you can use the TCG affiliate player link. All links are in the description below. Welcome back everyone, Game 2 with Firja, Judge of Valor. One land in the opener, mulligan that, into also one land in the opener. Cheating on lands a little bit in this deck, trying to get a lot of stuff in there. Got the things I want to make the deck work, but also got some new stuff in here just because I want to look at it, and that definitely eats up some deck slots that could be lands. So, looks like we're going to 6. Yep, I mean, I guess we're keeping the 6. Fast mana. Keep. What are we putting back? Oh man, we have Brizella in hand. I guess it's Bruna. Makes me sad. Makes me very sad, but if you guys didn't see Game 1, almost got to cast Brizella. Definitely recommend checking out Game 1. We draw an Hour of Revelation. Not really what I was looking for right there. Another land would have been nice. Play the Godless Shrine. Let's go untapped. Play the Mana Crypt. Play the Soul Ring. And I think we can cast the Solemn Simulacrum. Let's get a Plane so we can cast the Gisela. As far as lucky starting hands go, Soul Ring and Mana Crypt kind of wild into a Solemn Simulacrum. Ooh, D-Manny skipped his turn. That's not a thing you want to do. Discards a Cleansing Nova. Probably wanted that against us. Land for opponent, Clarion Spirit. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, create a 1/1 spirit creature token with flying. Looks interesting. Good for some sort of token deck, which they are playing. Go Tails in the flip, 1 the flip. Brings it back to our turn. There's a Chroma's Will. Don't need that until later. Let's get the Mask of Memory going. Equip the Mask of Memory. Do some attacking. Draw 2, discard 1. What are we getting rid of? Probably Gisela? Sunforged Mystic's pretty good. Yeah, Gisela. Easiest thing to get back. We don't have a third colored mana to cast our commander yet, so that's something we'll want to work on. Opponent finally gets their first land. They need someone else to play a board wipe so they can kind of catch up into it. Pearl Medallion, good piece of ramp in mono white. Had a good discussion on Twitter the other day about mono white ramp, and that was suggested by, I think, Playing with Power MTG. So, if you want some suggestions on how to ramp in mono white, go check out my Twitter, twitter.com/Commander Replay. Oketra's Monument, also a great way to ramp in white. Opponent gonna come our way? Yep. Poke us for 1. What I have noticed is that our deck isn't super well suited to deal with tokens, especially flying tokens. After the last game, those can be a little bit rough for us. But we do have Hour Revelation and a Chroma's Will. You know, some sort of like get Avacyn onto the battlefield and wipe the board is probably how we deal with tokens. Oh, opponent could sacrifice that to destroy artifact or enchantment? What? That's not great. What are they gonna blow up? It's gonna be something of ours. Shooting the Soul Ring, that's gonna slow us down. Mana Crypt flip. Tails. Lost the flip. There's a land. Not colored, though. Do we have enough to go Ancient Tomb? We do. Yeah, okay, here we go. Ancient Tomb. Stoneforged Mystic. Yes. Let's get Dowsing Dagger. Cast Dowsing Dagger. We're going to give some plant tokens to Mango. They're playing tokens anyway, so I guess we could have given them to D-Manny also, but it is what it is. Dowsing Dagger on the Solemn Simulacrum. Attack with the Solemn Simulacrum. Solemn Simulacrum getting busy. We'll keep going into fire. Continue the value. Flip the Dowsing Dagger. Mask of Memory. Ooh, those are cards. Agadeem's Awakening. I'd like to hold on to that if we could. But Enlightened Tutor. Enlightened Tutor is really strong. I mean, right now we also kind of need the land. Maybe we discard the Emeria. No, we'll be able to cast Emeria next turn. That seems too good. I guess it's Agadeem's Awakening. Transform the Dowsing Dagger. Pass turn like that. We're on 9 mana currently. Wow, it's turn 3. 9 mana turn 3. That's insane. That's what Mana Crypt will do for you, along with all of the rest of our fast mana in Ancient Tomb and Soul Ring, into our more sustained mana, which is Solemn Simulacrum, Dowsing Dagger. Pretty good. Oh, you know what we could do? We could go Enlightened Tutor for Burnished Heart on the Emeria Shepherd. It's not the worst thing I've seen. Opponent casts a Kaleth Sunmane Familiar. Yep, Valiant Knight. So let's take a look at our commander, by the way. Firja, Judge of Valor. 5 mana for 2/4 flying lifelink. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, look at the top 3 cards of your library, put 1 in your hand, the rest in the graveyard. Pretty cool if you want to do Reanimator type stuff. Also, that's a little bit of built-in card advantage. Cast 2 spells, get a thing. Reclamation Sage, this is surely coming our way. Let's see what they want to hit. Another Mana Rock. Mask of Memory, maybe? Opponent bring in some removal. Mask of Memory, yep. Slow down our value. End step, Enlightened Tutor. Oh, there's a lot of good cards in this deck. Let's get the Burnished Heart. Let's go Tails. 1 to flip. Could cast our commander. Kind of just want to get the Burnished Heart going. We have 4 mana left after that. Let's cast our commander. And then we can cast the Burnished Heart and just hope that we don't lose the Burnished Heart. We've taken a lot of artifact and enchantment removal. I can't imagine there's too much more. We're going to get a Firja trigger off the Burnished Heart. A little bit of card draw is nice. We have a board wipe. The permanents are easier to get back than the instants and sorceries. That being the case, let's grab an Austere Command. Probably nowhere to really attack in this moment, so we'll stay put. Good Fortune Unicorn coming to the battlefield. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on that creature. Sweet. There's a Makokoro for opponent. Pretty much a must-run in mono white, I feel like. They're going to poke over to the Sisay. Let's take a look at what our opponents are playing today. First up, we have D-Manny piloting Sisay Weatherlight Captain. Not sure what they're doing yet. See some +1/+1 counter themes happening. This may be like a partner with deck. Oh yeah, it's partner. Might be a partner deck. I think I saw a little bit of this one the other day in a game. In the middle, we've got Firemaker 282. Oh, wow, that's an Hour of Revelation. Crushed. This is going to hurt. This is going to equalize the game out quite a bit. We'll draw a card off the Solemn Simulacrum, which is helpful. Hopefully it's a Plains. If it's a Plains, we can get going again pretty quickly. Was really hoping we were past all of that. Yes. It's Bloodstained Mire. Bloodstained Mire will get us a Plains. Perfect. Can we still cast the Emeria Shepherd? 5, 6, 7? Yeah, exactly enough. So we have exactly enough to go Emeria Shepherd, get Solemn Simulacrum, get a land, get Burnished Heart. And we will be back on the ramp. Beanstalk Giant. I can't tell which half this is. Oh, it's in exile right now. There's another Plains. Perfect. Here we go. Get this turn going. About to have a pretty sweet turn 5. Emeria Shepherd. Bloodstained Mire. Getting back Mana Crypt. Yes. Cast the Mana Crypt. Crack the thing. Get a Scrubland. Bringing back Solemn Simulacrum to the battlefield. Get a land with Solemn Simulacrum. Yes. Get a Plains. Bringing back a Burnished Heart. And now with the Mana Crypt, we've got the mana to sack it, so we can get the Burnished Heart back and something else. All into play at instant speed. Yeah. This is what this deck is built to do. I love Emeria Shepherd, and I have built this deck around Emeria Shepherd. We're very sad when they blow Emeria Shepherd up. Happened in the first game, and it was exiled, so definitely wasn't coming back. But while it's in play, it's insane. Man, if our stuff doesn't get blown up, we're going to go so wild. That's a Kazura into play, by the way, and it partners with Ukima. They have grabbed themselves an Ukima. Stonehewer Giant coming into play. It's a pretty good one. Whenever creature you control deals combat damage to a player, put +1/+1 counter on that creature. Yeah, so it looks like partners and +1 counters. Kind of the big thing going on there. Notably, Ukima can't be blocked. It's always kind of scary. Here comes Maja, Bretagard Protector into play. Oh, we never finished our opponents. In the middle, we've got Firemaker 282 piloting Lena, Selfless Champion. Pretty cool mono white commander, one that I've always wanted to try. It's going to be really good with like Panharmonicon and stuff like that, but also good with like board wipes. Because you can give your stuff indestructible, and that's pretty sweet. Looks like there might be a little bit of an equipment theme also, which makes sense to pump up Lena so that her power is bigger than all of your other stuff, plus equipment's just good for mono white. So Lena, pretty cool little commander, but it is the end step now, and we will crack this Burnished Heart. Get 2 more Plains. So one thing with this deck is that you have to actually up the Plains count, and if you have access to full fetches, duels, shocks, you need to find places to get rid of lands that you usually run, because you need to have a bunch of basics, especially Plains in the deck, to do this sort of thing. So let's get the Burnished Heart back. What else are we getting back? Gisella's cool. Maybe Gisela? Yeah, let's get a Gisela. Send it to the battlefield. Also to the battlefield. Brings it back to our turn. Mana Crypt, heads. 1 to flip. There's a swamp. Play the Plains. Get Mask of Memory. Send it to the battlefield. Put the mask on Gisela. Do some attacking. 1 to fire, 1 to mango. Mask of Memory trigger. Draw 2 cards. Ooh, a Rhea. Yeah. Discard the Rhea. Let's try to recast our commander if we can. I'd like to hold up a Chroma's Will as protection. It's going to be 7 mana. That's a bit. That is a bit. Is there a second spell we can cast? Not really. Like to get a Firja trigger right here if we could. I think it's fine. We just need to keep our stuff alive. There's a Sylvar, Devourer of the Free coming in. Partners with Trin. Nice. You can sacrifice a human and make it indestructible. This is a human. 3/3 over to our final opponent, who we need to introduce, Mango. Piloting Maja, Bretagard Protector. 5 mana, 2/3. Looks like a pretty cool token commander. So it says, other creatures you control get +1/+1. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, create a 1/1 human warrior creature token. Looks like a pretty cool token commander. I know that green-white has a lot of those. I don't know if it's necessarily better than the other ones, but it's definitely cool. It's fun. It's new. Landfall, make a token is a really easy thing to do in green. So not a lot of cost to spit out the 1/1s. Lots of enchantments to either double your tokens or turn them into 4/4s in green and white. So a lot of ways to really power up your token game there. Looks like a cool little commander. We'll see what they've got going with it today. Looks like they might be a land behind. They did drop an Oketcher's Monument at one point that got blown up. Opponent puts a Sword of the Animist on the Stonehewer Giant. Okay. They've got the mana up for Stonehewer Giant. See where they send that. Did they do the Feast and Famine? Sword of the Animist trigger. They're going to activate the Giant. What are they grabbing? This could be a Feast and Famine. Fire and Ice would also get them a card. Depends on what they want. Also depends on what they have in their deck. Goes for Z Feast and Famine. Yep, those are pretty good. You know, people knock things like Burnished Heart and Solemn Simulacrum, but those are colorless blockers, and you can block a Feast and Famine if these stay on your side. At least until they find Trample, anyway. Opponent takes the Feast and Famine hit. Ouch, doesn't feel good. Firemaker will untap his lands. Odric Master Tactician. Yeah, real magic card. Doesn't have enough creatures yet. It is tough to meet that creature requirement all the time. Game usually needs to go several turns without a board wipe. Could be really good in this Maja deck, though. Should be pretty easy to spit out a lot of creatures with that. This thing's cool, too. So, like, you don't get to use it all that often, unless you're really devoted to playing this card. But you can use it as removal also, which is sweet. You choose how they block, which means you can line up blocks to remove key blockers if you want to, or you can just make them unblockable. Pretty cool. I just wish it was a little bit less difficult to trigger. 3 other creatures is a lot. If it was, like, 3 total creatures, I think that would probably be about right. I mean, even 3 total creatures is still a bit. That's not the easiest thing. So, you know, by today's standards, you would, I don't know, would just like do that all the time. If that card were printed in 2020 or 2021, then that would just be a static effect. But opponent's going to attempt to Beast Within. Oh no, our Emeria Shepherd. Rude. Well, we should definitely, yeah, we probably need to keep that alive. Oh, you want what we could do? We could just reanimate the Rhea and bring it back that way. There we go. Crack this Burnished Heart. By doing that, though, we lose the ability to Achroma's Will. So, Burnished Heart, we're going to get most of the planes in our deck. This deck kind of benefits if you don't have all the fetches, because that's a lot of slots you can run basic lands in, and if you're doing this Emeria Shepherd thing, you want basic planes. Get a planes, get a planes. Get ourselves a Rhea Dawnbringer. Get ourselves a Burnished Heart. Mango bringing all the removal, but we are a removal-resilient kind of deck to the battlefield. Sacrifice the Burnished Heart. I think we're going to get some swamps this time. I want to save the plains for the big stuff. Yeah, let's get 2 swamps. We're down to, looks like, 2 plains. Get back. I'm going to go Lightning Greaves and Greed. Greed to the hand. Greaves to the hand. Emeria Shepherd down. Brings it back to our turn. Rhea Dawnbringer on the Emeria Shepherd. Mana Crypt flip. We'll want to find some lifelink very soon. We have lifelink right here, but 2 isn't a lot. Use the Rhea Dawnbringer. We draw a Thran Dynamo. Play the Arid Mesa. Let's get Soul Ring back to our hand. Or we get a Blackblade Reforged. Is what we can do. Soul Ring to the hand. Play the Soul Ring. Crack the Arid Mesa. Since we don't have that much to do, we have any swamps left? We have no swamps left. Alright then. Get the plains, I guess. Get Stoneforge Mystic to the battlefield. ETB trigger. Use the ability. Get Blackblade Reforged. Cast a Blackblade Reforged. Firja trigger. Chancellor of the Annex. Emeria the Sky Ruin. Let's take Emeria the Sky Ruin. That one seems pretty good. Chancellor to the graveyard. Blackblade into play. Equip the Blackblade to our commander. It does have lifelink. Cast the Thran Dynamo. Oh wow, it's got 16 power. That's a lot. We have most of the lands in our deck. Or at least most of the basics anyway. Use the Thran Dynamo. Cast the Lightning Greaves. Cast the Greed. The value is real. Boots on Firja. Oh, we could probably double strike this turn. I'd rather have the protection, honestly. Protect Mango since he seems to be running a crap ton of removal. Send these other 2 into Firemaker. And we'll leave the others back. Mask of Memory trigger. We got Eradicator Angel and Liesa. Discard a Swamp. We go back to 46. That's a nice piece of life gain right there. And that's why I wanted the Blackblade Reforged. Flying lifelink, just so good. Just want a Blackblade Reforged around for that. Let's move the boots over to Rhea. Let's cast the Liesa. Ooh, if we cast Lieso, we cannot leave up a Chroma's Will. I don't think that's worth it, in my opinion. So we have a very commanding board state. Protecting it is the most important thing right now. Opponent's going to activate the Makokoro. We're all going to draw. There's a Tortured Existence. Mango says he's got Austere Command in hand. We can Chroma's Will, but that won't save our artifacts and enchantments. That's also why I'm attacked him. Seems to be running Removal Tribal. I think we have like 1 or 2 planes left. Actually, we can get stuff back to hand too, even just casting Emeria to bring something back. Like, we're going to want our Blackblade Reforged. Try to close up the game. Opponent going on the attack. Going to send 4 back to Firemaker. Kazura's going to trigger. +1/+1 counter on the creatures. Oh, opponent's got a Ghost Quarter. We'll want to watch out for that. Do we have a Strip Mine? Because they can shoot our Emeria with that. Lena coming back to play. So I think they're going to try to set up to protect themselves from the board wipe. Stonehewer on the attack. Sword of the Animus trigger. Activate the Stonehewer. What's it going to be this time? Do you get something that's going to get crushed by the Austere Command? They're going to go for a Blackblade Reforged. Blackblade on Lena. Okay, so they want Lena big enough to protect everyone, but at the cost of probably losing the Blackblade. Unless they've got a plan, but only 1 colorless up. I love Blackblade Reforged. Such a cool Magic card. No, they're coming our way, huh? Doesn't have Trample. That's good. Throw the Solemn in front. Throw the Solemn in front. It dies. We draw a card. It's a Signet. Here comes the Austere Command. They're going all creatures. Actually, that's really good. Our artifacts are going to survive. So give our creatures all modes. Opponent's going to sack a creature, make their Sylvar indestructible. Opponent's saying, yep, that's GG. Yeah, I think we have locked this one up. Mana Crypt getting us off to that crazy start. And then the value. The unstoppable value. All of the value. Mask of Memory, Solemn Simulacrum, Emeria Shepherd doing some crazy stuff. Burnished Heart. Protection spells are wild like that, right? If you protect yourself from the board wipe of your opponents, that can put you really far ahead in a game. Like, I find a lot of games coming down to, did they have Teferi's Protection? Did they not have Teferi's Protection? In our case, Chroma's Will. Chroma's Will is so good if you're planning to do anything creature-based. We're at the end step. We're going to activate Greed a bunch of times. See if we can slam the door on our opponents right here. Well, there's the Desolation Angel and the Teferi's Protection. Rhea Dawnbringer, get back. Chancellor of the Annex. Let's go heads. Won the flip. Use Rhea. Chancellor's in. Oh, that's an Achroma. Well, we've got a lot of things we can do. Let's cast Achroma. And just for the memes, before everyone starts scooping, let's play this Desolation Angel. We get a Firja trigger. Opponent's gonna Nature's Claim the Blackblade Reforged. That is unfortunate. That being the case, we might Teferi's Protection with all this on the stack. Opponent's not done yet. Anguished Unmaking on Emeria Shepherd. Well, we had a good run. We had a real good run. Oh, did opponent get a spell countered? I think the Nature's Claim got countered. I don't think they had the mana for it. What are we putting in the graveyard? Or what are we getting in hand? Emeria Shepherd is gone. Did that get exiled? Yeah, it's exiled, so that's not coming back. I guess we just take the Steel Shaper's Gift. Angelic Arbiter to the graveyard. Opponent scooping it up. We will pass. Actually, we could play a land. We'll play Emeria. We'll discard down to hand size. Discard the Lieso. I guess we also discard a Signet. We got the memes. We got the Desolation Angel. Destroyed all the lands. We had the Teferi's Protection to not destroy our own lands in the process. Opponent scoops it right there. Yeah, we are in the position to win. Well, that went beautifully. The Mana Crypt opener into Soul Ring, Solemn Simulacrum, Mask of Memory. Oh, man. Into what, was kind of risky. I think it was 1 lander, and I think we drew into a second land somewhere. So, wasn't the safest thing ever. Then we got the Dowsing Dagger, and just all the pieces. And opponents fired removal at us, too, and that's what was more impressive. Usually when you have a fast start like that and you get hit with some removal, it's common to lose pace and kind of fall behind because you were expecting to have all that value. Just losing a card just kind of hurts. And yeah, we were just able to keep it rolling. Emeria Shepherd got absolutely wild. So yeah, we did what we set out to do in this game. We got wild with Emeria Shepherd, and then we finished it with a Desolation Angel and had a whole bunch of other angels in play, had a Rhea, all kinds of fun stuff. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, feel free to comment, like, or subscribe. Thank you for watching. I want to thank my awesome Patreon supporters. You guys are awesome. If you want to help support the channel and vote on which decks I play next, feel free to check out my Patreon at the link below.